Welcome to Coach D's Kitchen. I am gonna go over the entire meal plan, how to prepare your macros for the Summer Shred Challenge. So when you guys come in and do your InBody, I highly recommend when you're setting your goal on there to put that you're gonna have 3 meals per day. When you do the InBody, it's gonna give you a number of how many grams of carbs you should have per meal, how many grams of fat, and how many grams of protein. So take a screenshot of that. It's also gonna tell you how much you should have throughout the entire day. So if you're a little short or a little over on a certain meal, that's okay. You can make it up or you can take it out later on. The goal is to keep it really simple in the beginning. So for the first week, I want you to try to eat the same thing over and over again so you have an idea of what you need to be consuming so you're not overeating. And then after that first week, if you feel comfortable with it and you want to start adding a little more variety into your diet, that's what we would recommend, and we see people get the best results when they keep it really simple in the first week. So I'm gonna go over a meal today, just one meal, how to measure everything out so you guys are good to rock and roll. All right, I am gonna teach you guys how to measure out a single meal. So we're gonna focus on carbs right now. We're gonna start with some blueberries. So for our meal, our goal, this is just a specific number, is gonna be 90 grams. So what we wanna do is we wanna take a bowl or something like that. You're gonna set it on your scale. When you set it on that scale, you're gonna see a number pop up. All you wanna do is hit 0 right there. Once you've zeroed out your scale, you can then start adding your food to that bowl. So I'm trying to get 40 grams of carbs. So that's gonna be the weight right there, but 40 grams on the scale is actually gonna be 5.8 grams of carbs towards my 90 for this particular meal. So we're just gonna drop those blueberries in there till we get to about 40. All right, we're right at 40 right there. So that's about how many blueberries I'm gonna have for this particular meal, and I'm gonna be adding some other carbs into the meal as well. All right, the next carb that I'm gonna add into my meal is going to be grapes. So make sure you guys look at your fruit whenever you're measuring it out. These grapes actually have 2 grams of protein, so that's something you need to be aware of, so you can add that to your protein intake as well. And also, if you're using MyFitnessPal, it is an awesome tool for you to use. About 15 grapes is gonna be 1 serving size. So I'm gonna go ahead and put these grapes in here. And our weight is gonna be about 78 grams, but that's gonna be 28 grams towards our carbs. Last but not least, we're gonna go ahead and finish up with our carbs. I got some little potatoes right here. So we got about 45 grams of carbs left. So our weight is gonna be about 300 grams. So make sure when you guys are measuring that out, you measure it out correctly. So if you're following along with me, gonna get about 300 grams. It's about 4 potatoes so far. All right, we're at about 9 of those little potatoes to finish out with our carbs for this meal. All right, here is my favorite part of the meal, the protein. So we're gonna get about 8 ounces of chicken in this meal, which is gonna be about 39 to 40 grams of protein. Note that this chicken is a little high in fat, so when we get about 40 grams of this chicken, we're gonna be right at about 10.5 grams of fat. So that's just something to be aware of. So I'm gonna go ahead and throw this chicken in there, measure out. Right around 8 ounces. Awesome, I'm right around 8 ounces. So that's gonna give me most of my protein for this particular meal. We're looking for about 60 grams. So what I'm gonna add in is I'm gonna add in some egg whites. That's just pure protein. So I can get to my full level of grams of protein for this particular meal. All right, so we're finishing up with our fat. I have some almond butter here. A really quick and easy tip is to leave this in the jar, to go ahead and set this on your scale, and then you wanna make sure you guys zero that out. And we have about 11 grams of fat left. So I'm gonna go ahead and take some of the almond butter out and put it in a separate bowl. If I'm mixing it with something else, you can go ahead and put it right in there. But I'm gonna take this scoop until we get to whatever amount of fat we have left. So we're looking for about 20 grams of fat left. So that was about 12 grams right there. So I need about 8 more grams if I'm scooping out. That is perfect, 20 right there. So really simple and easy way instead of taking it out of the jar and then putting it in something else. You can just pull it right from it. Makes it more simple and easier for you guys to track in the long run. Remember what we said in the beginning. Keep it really simple in week 1. I would prepare your meals in advance. Know how much food you need for each meal. Stick with that same plan for the entire first week. Then after the first week, you can add some more variety back into your diet. It's gonna make you not think about it, because if you're overthinking it, you're gonna burn yourself out and you're less likely to stick to it. You guys are absolutely gonna crush this challenge.